Every night, as you close your eyes, you enter a hidden world, a world where time bends, where memories blur, where your deepest fears and strangest fantasies collide. Yet, by the time you wake up, almost all of it is gone. Why? Is it simply forgetfulness? Or something much, much darker? Scientists tell us that our brains erase dreams to maintain cognitive balance, that if we remembered too much, our minds would be overwhelmed. But what if that's just one piece of the puzzle? Ancient texts from secretive mystical orders suggest something far more sinister. They claim that dreams are not just random fragments of thought, but portals, gateways to hidden knowledge, messages from beyond the physical world, and someone, or something, does not want you to remember them. Who is suppressing your dreams, and why? What secrets are being kept from you? Tonight we uncover the truth. Prepare to see your dreams in a way you never have before. Dreams defy logic. You've walked through impossible landscapes, spoken with those long gone, traveled through time, and yet by morning it all vanishes. Why? Is it really just forgetfulness? Or is something deliberately wiping your memory? Scientists claim that our brains function like a reality firewall. This invisible barrier is designed to erase dream memories before they can disrupt your perception of reality. A defense mechanism, a filter. Because if we remembered everything, if we carried our dream experiences into waking life, how would we know what was real? Schizophrenia research provides a chilling clue. Studies show that those who recall dreams too vividly often experience hallucinations, delusions, and confusion. Their minds struggle to separate what happened in a dream from what happened in reality. But here's where it gets stranger. Some believe that this firewall is not a natural function of the brain, that something or someone has imposed it upon us to keep us from seeing what we were never meant to remember. A documented case tells of a man with a rare condition, hypermnesia, the inability to forget dreams. Each morning he woke up with perfect recall, every conversation, every location, every impossible event. At first he considered it a gift, a doorway to hidden knowledge. But soon his life began to unravel. He started recognizing people he'd never met because he had seen them in dreams. He recalled events that hadn't happened yet, and then watched them unfold in real life. His grip on reality collapsed. By the end, he could no longer distinguish between what was dreamed and what was real. Did his brain malfunction? Or did he pierce through the firewall, seeing something he was never meant to see? And if that's the case, what is our mind trying to protect us from? Dreams are powerful. They can make you feel invincible, or leave you paralyzed in terror. But what if you carried all those emotions into your waking life? Imagine waking up every morning with the full force of your dreams weighing on you, the heartbreak, the fear, the despair. How would you function? Some researchers believe this is why we forget. They call it the psychological buffer theory, the idea that the brain erases dreams to protect us from emotional overload. A study from the Journal of Sleep Research found that people who frequently recall dreams often have higher emotional sensitivity. They are more anxious, more prone to mood swings. But here's where it gets unsettling. What if your brain isn't erasing dreams to help you? What if it's hiding something? Take the case of Evelyn Carter. For years, she suffered from a nightmare, a burning house, smoke suffocating her lungs, screams in the distance. Every morning, she woke up with an unshakable sense of dread. But the details, they always slipped away. It wasn't until years later, during trauma therapy, that the truth surfaced. As a child, she had been trapped in a house fire. Her brain had buried the memory, locked it away, suppressed it so deeply that it only surfaced as a dream she was never meant to fully remember. But here's the real question. If dreams are merely random thoughts, why would the mind go to such lengths to erase them? What else is being hidden? What truths about yourself, your past, your soul, your very existence are being erased night after night? What if some dreams were never meant to be forgotten? And what if someone, or something, is making sure they are? The answer may be more sinister than we ever imagined. Every night, as you drift into sleep, your mind enters a hidden realm, a place where reality dissolves, a world where time warps, memories intertwine, and your subconscious takes control. But by morning, most of it is gone, erased. Why? Scientists claim that your brain is performing a necessary function, filtering out unnecessary information. Your dreams, they're just mental junk, discarded to make room for what truly matters. But what if that's not the full story? What if dream amnesia is not just a biological function, but something designed? While you sleep, your brain becomes an intricate sorting machine. It replays moments from your waking life, strengthens important connections, and ruthlessly eliminates the rest. Ever woken up suddenly with the perfect solution to a problem? That's your subconscious at work, making decisions while your conscious mind rests. It's efficient, precise, cold. But what if, in this process, something essential is being lost? Something you were never meant to forget? Thomas Edison, one of history's greatest inventors, knew the power of dreams. He would fall asleep holding steel balls in his hands. As he drifted into REM sleep, the stage where dreams take hold, the balls would slip from his fingers, crash to the floor, and wake him up, right at the edge of consciousness, before his dreams could vanish. And within those fleeting moments, he found ideas that changed the world. What if your brain isn't just discarding random fragments? What if it's erasing messages meant for you? What if your dreams hold secrets, clues hidden deep within your subconscious? Are you losing something vital every night? And more importantly, who or what is making sure you never remember? Some of the greatest minds in history have drawn their most brilliant ideas from dreams. But here's the paradox. What if forgetting dreams is actually what fuels creativity? What if the very act of losing these fragments forces the mind to create something new? Our dreams dissolve the moment we wake up. They slip away like whispers in the wind, leaving only scattered pieces behind. But instead of being a flaw in our memory, what if this is a hidden mechanism designed to enhance our imagination? Think about it. When the mind only retains fragments, it must fill in the missing gaps. It reconstructs, reinvents, reshapes. This forces the brain to engage in a subconscious puzzle, sparking innovation, storytelling, and even scientific discovery. Let's go back to the early 1800s. A young woman named Mary Shelley awoke from a haunting dream. She saw a pale scientist hunched over a grotesque, lifeless corpse. Then suddenly the body began to move. She remembered only parts of the dream, faded images, sensations of dread. But those fragments ignited something deep in her mind. From those scattered remnants, she wrote Frankenstein, one of the most influential novels in history. What if she had remembered every single detail? Would the fear have faded? Would the vision have lost its mystery? Perhaps creativity needs the unknown to thrive. So what if forgetting dreams isn't a flaw at all? What if it's a built-in process designed to unlock something greater? The mind removes the unnecessary, leaving only seeds of thought, forcing us to make sense of the mystery on our own. It's as if the universe is feeding us cryptic messages, knowing that true genius comes not from remembering everything, but from filling in the blanks. Could this be the real reason why we forget our dreams? And more importantly, what ideas have you lost to the night? Your brain is a fortress. It protects, filters, and, most importantly, erases. Every night as you sleep, your mind enters a delicate balancing act. It must decide which memories to keep and which to cast into oblivion. And dreams, they're often the first to go. Neuroscientists say this is a survival mechanism. Our brains prioritize real-life experiences, ensuring we don't drown in an ocean of fragmented dream narratives. Think of it like a computer. Every action, every experience, every fleeting thought is stored temporarily until your mind clears the cache. And just like a computer purging unnecessary files, the brain wipes out dreams to free up mental space. Sounds simple, right? But here's where it gets disturbing. A groundbreaking study published in Cell revealed that memory consolidation during REM sleep often deliberately erases dream content. Not all dreams, of course, only the ones your brain deems unnecessary. But who decides what's necessary? And more importantly, what if your mind is erasing something you were never meant to forget? Take the case of history's greatest minds. Dmitri Mendeleev saw the periodic table in a dream. Niels Bohr glimpsed the structure of the atom while sleeping. Mary Shelley, the mother of Frankenstein, claimed her nightmarish vision gave birth to one of literature's greatest works. These were not just random dreams. These were revelations, moments where the subconscious broke through. So what if your brain is doing the same? What if, buried deep within your erased dreams, there are answers, secrets, warnings? The mind doesn't just erase to maintain cognitive efficiency, it erases to maintain control. Because if you did remember everything, what else would you see? And more importantly, would you ever wake up the same? What if your dreams aren't just illusions of the mind? What if they are windows into parallel worlds, realities that exist alongside our own? Some believe that every night, as you sleep, your consciousness drifts between dimensions, that your dreams aren't mere fantasies, but memories of a life lived elsewhere. But if that's true, why can't you remember them? Imagine waking up with vivid memories of a world so real, so detailed, that you begin questioning your own reality. What if, one day, you wake up in this life, but your mind is still trapped in the other? Some theorists suggest that our inability to remember dreams is not a flaw, but a safeguard, a failsafe to prevent us from getting lost between worlds. They call it the Parallel Universe Protection Program, a natural mechanism designed to erase the evidence of these crossings, ensuring we stay anchored to our primary existence. But what happens when that system fails? In quantum physics, there is a concept known as superposition, the idea that multiple realities exist at the same time until they are observed. Could our dreams be glimpses into these alternate realities? Some fringe scientists suggest that when we dream, we are tuning in to another version of ourselves, a version living in a different timeline, a different dimension. And if that's true, then forgetting our dreams isn't just about memory, it's about control. Robert Monroe was an ordinary man until his dreams started changing. Night after night, he lived a different life. A life with different people, a different home, a different past. At first, he dismissed them as vivid dreams, but then something disturbing happened. He started remembering details, addresses, names, conversations. He even recalled memories from that world that felt just as real as his waking life. And then, the most terrifying part, he started forgetting this life. Monroe struggled with his identity. Was he Robert Monroe, the man living in our world, or was he someone else, living a life he could only access in sleep? The deeper he ventured, the more confused he became. Until one night, he woke up and couldn't remember which world was real anymore. What if Monroe wasn't alone? What if you have lived other lives in other worlds, only to have those memories wiped every morning? What if forgetting your dreams is the only thing keeping you here? And what if, one day, you wake up and don't remember where you belong? From the moment humans began walking the earth, survival was everything. The world was a dangerous place. Predators lurked in the darkness. The unknown loomed beyond every shadow. Every decision meant life or death. And in this relentless fight for survival, something strange happened. Dreams, those vivid, cryptic messages of the mind, began to vanish upon waking. But why? Some scientists argue that forgetting dreams was an evolutionary advantage, a built-in survival mechanism. Imagine a hunter thousands of years ago waking up from a dream so vivid, so consuming that he can't shake it off. He's obsessed. He believes it holds a hidden meaning. His mind replays it over and over. Meanwhile, a predator stalks nearby, but he's too lost in thought to notice. And just like that, he becomes prey. Dream amnesia might have been nature's way of keeping humans focused on the real world, the pressing dangers of the present, not the cryptic messages of the subconscious. This theory, known as the hunter-gatherer hypothesis, suggests that those who easily forgot their dreams had a better chance of survival. Less distraction, more awareness, a sharper mind. Anthropologists studying indigenous tribes have uncovered something fascinating. In cultures where dream recall is common, dreams are seen as warnings, messages from spirits, omens. Some tribes even believe that ignoring a dream can lead to disaster. But here's where things take a darker turn. What if forgetting dreams isn't just evolution? What if something, or someone, wants us to forget? Ancient texts whisper of forces that manipulate human consciousness, that veil the truth before we wake. What are they hiding? And more importantly, what are they keeping us from remembering? Some say your dreams vanish for a reason, not because they're unimportant, but because they were never meant to be remembered. What if your mind is resetting itself, wiping the slate clean before you wake up? Some researchers believe this process is more than just biological. They call it a quantum reset, a forced recalibration of consciousness to prevent information overload. But what exactly is being erased? And why? Physicist Roger Penrose proposed that consciousness doesn't simply emerge from brain cells. It operates on a quantum level. That means your mind isn't just thinking, it's computing, processing multiple possibilities at once, like a quantum computer predicting every possible outcome of your reality. And dreams? They might be the result of your consciousness exploring alternate timelines, glimpsing realities that never came to pass. But here's where it gets even stranger. Quantum physics has something called the observer effect. It states that the act of observation collapses potential realities into a single, fixed outcome. If dreams exist in a quantum state, then waking up, remembering them, could be what solidifies their existence. But what if your mind isn't allowed to retain those memories? What if something or someone is ensuring that every morning you wake up with only one version of reality, and everything else, the choices, the paths, the forgotten messages, are systematically erased? Could this explain why some dreams feel so vivid, yet impossible to recall? Are we unknowingly experiencing something beyond our physical existence each night, something too powerful to bring back into waking life? And if we could remember everything, would we still be the same person when we woke up? What do you think? Is dream amnesia protecting us or keeping us in the dark? Let me know in the comments below. Dreams are fleeting. They slip through your mind like whispers in the wind, gone before you can grasp their meaning. But what if forgetting isn't just a random failure of memory? What if it's by design? Neuroscientists claim that dream amnesia serves a purpose. They say our minds selectively erase certain memories to prevent cognitive overload, allowing us to distinguish between the dream world and waking life. But ancient mystics believed something far more profound. They saw dreams as messages, glimpses into hidden dimensions, warnings from beyond, or even echoes of past lives. If this is true, then forgetting dreams isn't a mere accident of biology. It's a mechanism of control, a veil drawn over the truth. Consider this. Why do some people claim to experience prophetic dreams? Why do cultures around the world have rituals to catch or decode dreams? And why do so many of us wake up with a lingering feeling, an emotion, a shadow of something important that we can't quite remember? Could it be that certain dreams are too dangerous to recall? That somewhere deep in your subconscious, you already know something you were never meant to? Scientists argue that forgetting dreams prevents emotional distress, that it keeps our minds grounded in reality. But what if it's the opposite? What if remembering would expose a reality so different, so shocking, that our minds are conditioned to reject it? What secrets have your dreams tried to tell you, and what forces are ensuring you never remember? Next time you wake up with only fragments of a dream, don't be frustrated. Ask yourself, what has my mind chosen to keep, and what has it let go? The answers might just be shaping your waking reality. Dreams are powerful. They can inspire, warn, or terrify. But if they are nothing more than random illusions, why do they vanish so easily? Science tells us that forgetting dreams helps prevent emotional overload, that it keeps your mind from drowning in a flood of useless memories. But what if the real reason is something else entirely? What if your mind is being wiped clean every single night before you wake up? And more importantly, what exactly is being erased? History is filled with stories of visions hidden within dreams. Dmitri Mendeleev saw the periodic table in a dream. Niels Bohr glimpsed the structure of the atom while sleeping. Mary Shelley saw the horrifying vision that led her to write Frankenstein. These weren't just dreams. These were revelations, secrets breaking through the veil of sleep. But if some people can retrieve messages from their dreams, what does that say about the rest of us? What vital knowledge have we lost? What warnings have been erased before we could act? And most importantly, who is making sure we forget? Maybe dream amnesia isn't protecting us. Maybe it's keeping us in the dark, keeping us from remembering something we were never meant to see. Tonight, when you close your eyes, ask yourself, what if this time I don't forget? What if you hold on just long enough to bring something back, something they don't want you to remember? And if you do, will you ever see reality the same way again? What do you think? Are we naturally programmed to forget dreams? Or is something or someone ensuring we never remember? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want more hidden knowledge and unanswered mysteries, subscribe to Path to the Unknown, because the truth is closer than you think.